Hi guys, welcome back. Thank you so much for all of the feedback I've had in the meantime, the support for my Facebook page and my blog. That's really lovely. Some of you have asked for a review of a Daria Hobo, name just escaped me there, and I've got one here, so I thought I'll do a quick one on that one. So before I start loading her up, I thought we'd do a quick measurement because she's a really quite a big girl, and she measures about, what have we got here, 46 centimeters across, and I've got 47 to 48 centimeters sort of top to bottom, bearing in mind that I measured her flat, so obviously the bottom will come out. So on the bottom the depth is about 10 centimeters, so whatever, let's call it 45 centimeters or something like that, 10 centimeters deep. So quite a big bag with a plated shoulder strap, which is a lot more chunky than, let's say, for example, on the Alexa Hobo, which has the plated strap but is known to losing the inking quite a lot. This one I think is a lot more sturdy, which obviously works in the bag's favour because with it being so big you might want to load it up quite a lot. Quite sturdy, rings and everything. It's quite a hefty bag in general, and obviously we've got the signature plaque there at the front. Inside is just really one cavernous space like that, which you can't really see very well, but you can see that we've got a slip pocket for a mobile phone and a zip pocket for some small bits and bobs. So that's that. Now, I thought we've done previously my typical sort of, I pack my bag and go to work, and I probably wouldn't use this bag as a day-to-day for work bag because I would just find it too big. I might use it at the weekend when I nip out to the shops with a little one, because then I can chuck some stuff in there, but I have to say I then probably prefer the crossbody, because if you have to carry a 2-year-old or chase after him, and you have this on the shoulder, either it ends up falling down or you have that weight on there and then him as well, and with it being quite big, I usually carry him on this side. I think that would just get in the way, so I'm not sure that would work for me for that occasion. So what I thought what we'd do instead is I'm just going to pretend I'm going to go and fly on my own, which I haven't done for quite some time. Couple of times actually in the last 2 years since he's arrived on business. But so I'm just going to take this bag and I'm going to pretend I'm going for a business trip, and I will want to take a few bits and bobs on the plane with me. So because it's a business trip, I'm going to take my business laptop. Now this is quite a thick, what is it? It's a Dell, I think. No, it's a HP. Quite a thick one, so it's not one of those really elegant, nice and modern and whatchamacallit, lightweight MacBooks or anything like that. It is, I believe it's a 13-inch screen, and I tried this out quickly earlier so I wouldn't have to stop at this point and go like, oh, it doesn't work, but actually it just slips in there and completely disappears into the bag, so that's quite handy. So we're just going to try this out. I haven't tried packing the whole bag with this in, but we're just going to try this and then we'll see. So I'm putting in my laptop. I put in a book about Chanel. I just grabbed something off the shelf that I thought I haven't read that yet, so I'll take that with me on the plane. Then I'm taking, if I'm flying, I have to put all of my liquids and bits and bobs I want in my hand luggage in one of these. I bought this, I think it's Muji. Very handy, much nicer than those little bags that start dripping after a while, and so far they haven't complained yet. So it's liquids, and actually I put my travel sickness tablets in there as well, so that goes in. Got my purse going in. I've got my usual diary and notebook. Then I've loaded this up for the first time, not a lot, but I've got my passport in there, and a couple of little bits and bobs such as a cable and a pen, a couple of tampons, and actually some tablets. Anything else? No, I don't think so. But just little bits and bobs, especially with a bag like that you don't want to be flying around in there. So we'll pop that in. Then I've got a bottle of, again it's the Arndoodler because I didn't have a bottle of water, but let's assume a small bottle of water once you've gone past security. Tissues, because I always need loads of tissues when I travel. Always need loads of tissues, full stop. I've got my other little sippy bag, which some of you will know, which is again, it's cables, USB, pen drives, that kind of stuff. I've got my mobile phone and my Blackbird, and I'm going to pop these into the little zip compartment in the back so I can find them easily. I've got my keys, and actually I'm going to put that in the zip compartment as well, although I might end up putting them in the zippy pouch because that could be uncomfortable against myself. Then I tend to always take a shopping bag, even if I'm not just going shopping. But for example, if I'm flying, what I like to do is I put this bag in the overhead, and I take everything out that I need during the flight, such as maybe my little bag with my nasal spray and all of that kind of stuff, my drink. And because there's not that much space in the little compartment in front of you, on the back of the seat in front of you, I put everything I want for the flight with me in a separate bag that I don't mind chucking underneath the seat in front of me, and then during the flight I don't have to clamber up and get something out of this bag. I will typically do this just before we board, so I put one bag up there, so laptop I won't need during the flight, and a few other bits and bobs. My purse I'm not going to use, that can just go in the overhead locker, and everything I want to have reachable goes in there, goes underneath the seat in front of me, and then I sometimes don't even have to get up unless I need the loo. And then what I also always take is, I always get cold, just a little scarf, which I will probably wear around my neck and then at some point want to take off, or the other way around, I'll carry it, and something like a pashmina. Now obviously in long haul you tend to get little blankets. I always find I have to ask for extra anyway, but I tend to use this as well to sort of wrap around myself. And then probably at some point whilst I'm racing through the airport, I've just taken this off, the same will happen with that. Take my cardigan off, and then I have a hairbrush. You will have noticed I haven't put any makeup in here, because I don't tend to carry a little makeup bag around with me. If I travel, I will pack that in my checked luggage, and that's pretty much it. Yeah, I get ready in the morning and then I look however I look until I get there, unless I've got a really important meeting maybe coming straight off the plane. But so this is without makeup bag. But anyway, so we're quite full. As I said, I haven't tried this yet, so let's see whether we can actually zip her up. And ooh, yes, it works. Not an awful lot of space left, bearing in mind I've got that big laptop in there. So, and this is quite heavy now, but actually it's not that bad because the strap is quite sturdy. It's not too thin, so it doesn't cut in too much. And because the bag is a good length, if I need to, I think I can support it like that. But I think, to be honest, this is probably taking the bag to its limits. I'm not sure I would want to travel it like that, with it like that. It depends really. Haven't made up my mind about that. But it goes to show, all fits in there if you want to. Now, if we take the laptop out, we just say maybe I don't need a laptop because I'm just flying for private reasons, then this is certainly very manageable and actually very comfortable, I have to say. That works quite well. Now, just for reference, if somebody asks, this is quite an unusual leather. It is, I had to have this, I had to ask somebody, it's a matte maxi grain Newbrook in Bird's Nest God, that was a mouthful, which I didn't get out in one go. So yes, quite an unusual leather, not as shiny as the other Darias. So that's it. So that's traveling with a Daria Hobo. There you go. And it's a large size, but we've seen that earlier when we measured her. So thank you very much. I hope you found something, saw something you found interesting. See you again soon. Bye.